Should Bruno Fernandes leave Manchester United? Or would he be considering it? Should he, for his own personal career, be considering it? Now, early doors, disclaimer, I'm not trying to flog Bruno Fernandes out of Manchester United. And I'm hoping to expand my reach on this channel to Manchester United fans. Probably a worthy time to remind people, I think Manchester United are the biggest club in England. But not anyone can disagree with the situation of they are massively out of sorts, and Bruno Fernandes is a 30-year-old player who looks like, I'm going to show you some of his stats in a moment on X value. He's put in the worst season in Manchester United's Premier League history. Players do play at the highest level for probably a contract's worth at 30 onwards, provided they're not one of these players that have been flogged in the Premier League since they were like 17 or 18. A lot of people are concerned with Bukayo Saka by the time he reaches 30, like if he's going to be one of these players that can go on and do like a Modric or a Lewandowski or whoever, just continue playing at the highest level. But Bruno Fernandes, I reckon he will. It's because he works hard, but I don't think he's got the air of someone that's going to burn out and not be able to play. Although he might emotionally burn out with just the turmoil at Manchester United. Now, it's worth mentioning he has won a couple of trophies there. He's won, of course, both domestic cups. But, when he signed for Man United in 1920, he probably thought, yeah, man, this is... Manchester United, they've been a little bit out of sorts. We're going to make them good again. And I think, and it is full... Did he get joined in January? I think he may have done. His first full season, or second season, he got 18 goals and 12 assists. Incredible. But ever since, he's been good. He's been consistent. And I want to speak about it a little bit today. Of course, there's criticisms of him as well. I know he's the captain, but sometimes he behaves a bit like petulant. Dives a little bit, though throughout his career at Man United, there's been a big body of evidence of him sort of flopping about. Lots of good players do that. But also, he does show and demonstrate good elements of leadership, most recently to the young kid Amas, who made his debut. He was being sort of coached through the game by Bruno as a captain. He's good, right? And just to highlight he's good before we ponder and speculate whether he should leave, this is him, yeah? This is his X value page on, like I said, statistically Manchester United's worst ever Premier League campaign. As you can see, his heat map up here. He's playing all over the gaff. His performance chart here. I mean, you don't expect him to win aerials, but look at that for recoveries, mate. So he's doing loads of passes, amazing passes, assisting, his shooting's good. He can dribble, maybe not the best dribble in the world, but he can do it. And aerials, of course, is not his thing. He's very much a chance creator. He will score goals. He's a roaming playmaker. So this is the kind of vibes we're looking at here. I'm just going to load up his stats quickly as well. Advanced stats per 90. Let me just prepare that as I speak to you. Here we go. So his polar chart very strong as well. Passes into the final third in a blunt Manchester United team. He's sort of getting them going. Expected threats from passing strong. Expected offensive value added as well, very strong. And as you can see, his pass map literally everywhere. Again, context is required. He's not playing with Galacticos in a strong team against a weak league. He's playing in a sort of bit of a clown show at the moment. And his shooting here, as you can see, his non-penalty expected goals per shot is in the top 4% in Europe. So he takes really good high-value shots. This is the good thing about Bruno, he often makes the right decision in the final third. And in a sea of indecision of attackers, that's very, very good. And of course, his chance creation is incredibly strong. It's incredibly strong here. And his progression is very, very strong. It's in the top 1% for 1-2s opened. He's very good. He's very good in what is a bad Manchester United team. There will be an argument that actually... I'm not necessarily making this argument, but it's an argument that has been made, and it's not definitive. It's like perhaps to agree that they've had this character playing maybe hero ball at time. It's been to their detriment to a degree. But the truth is, you can't really make the argument now because you look at how bad the squad building is. Paying players silly amounts of money that aren't even playing for them at the moment. Managers in and out, styles in and out. All the stuff with Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos, noise around the club. They've just got such bigger problems than like these like nuanced. Well, Bruno shouldn't moan and try and be the hero. Because actually they need him to be the hero now just to have a sniff of a chance to get through that second leg against Lyon and indeed win the Europa League. Of course, I think now they got Xerxes injured, who looks like in the last couple of games he was coming back into form. I think it'll be very, very tough for them, especially in the absence of Ahmad. But I want to speak about Bruno because I'm going to check his contract. Okay, so his contract officially runs out in 2027. There is an option for another year for Manchester United. It's tough because say they've got 12 months with the option to extend. That's still value for a sale. Or he runs it down, leaves on a free at 32. There will be some clubs that sign free transfer Bruno Fernandes at age 32. But if he says to them, look guys, I've quite literally given you my prime. I signed for you mid-20s, and I've been like the best player in your team, and you've sort of like, I don't want to say blagged cups, because they deservedly beat Man City in that cup final, but, Ten Hag wasn't this like, the Ten Hag era won't be reflected on as this like great Manchester United time. It will be reflected on as quite a bad time, but with these trophy caveats. I don't want to undermine that at all. My club hasn't won trophies in 3 years now and it sucks balls. So yeah, never undermine a trophy. But his highest market value at Man United was 90 million euros. He's currently on 50 odd. What if he said to Man United, look guys, you're paying me a lot of wages. I know you're trying to strip the wages. Why don't you, I want to go and try something else, because Bruno could probably go to a team and win league titles. Obviously, people were linking him to Real Madrid. I think that's a bit fanciful. I don't know, because I say Modric, could he replace Modric? Maybe he literally could be this Modric figure. Obviously, he's like 9 years younger than Modric. Not every player is going to go to their late 30s. But if he does 4 strong years in a top 5 league as this less physical passing midfielder, yeah, maybe he could provide this like passing Galactico thing. I know obviously they were looking at Enzo Fernandez, who of course is a lot younger, would cost a lot more money. But in terms of Bruno, even if it's not Real Madrid, maybe like a Bayern Munich or just another team that he'll think, yeah, or just go back to Portugal and win a bunch of titles with one of the couple big teams in Portugal or something. I mean, of course, if he wants money, which I don't think he does, by the way. I'm not suggesting that for a moment. He could go to Saudi. They would lap him up. Bruno Fernandes, by the way. They would lap him up. It's tough because I think there's probably an option to re-sign with Man United. So let's just say remove the option for a further year, because that's the club for discretion. He might be able to sign a new 3-year deal or something like that, with an option on top of that. Or he could say to them, look, guys, while you can still make money on me, and you need money, and I'm on, significant wages, sell me, buy someone young that you can build around with Amorim. Although Amorim, again, he's leaning on him heavily at the moment, but is that what Amorim wants to be doing? Amorim's a system coach. He wants to lean on the system, the philosophy, not some guy playing hero ball. But really, for me, it's not so much Man United, it's the player. Will Bruno Fernandes retire mid-30s, look back on his career and think, I shouldn't have spent 8 years at Man United? And there's no disrespect to United. Biggest club in England. He probably got paid a lot of money. He probably has an affection to the club. But in terms of his potential, and if anything, this is just me paying homage to a very, very, very good player. Should he have gone elsewhere? I heard it on the Football Ramble podcast. They were talking about it a couple of weeks ago, and it made me think about it. And I was just thinking about it today, and I thought, well, this is an opportunity for me to ask the question and pose it on Football Yannick, because that's what I do here. So I put it out to you guys. Please do let me know your thoughts. Comment, leave your thoughts. As always, thanks for your support, for liking and subscribing. There's ever-growing following here on this channel, which I'm appreciative of. And I hope to see you back here soon, because at the moment I'm uploading multiple times a day here because it's an opportunity for me to just speak my mind. And I found a nice workflow of doing it as well. Cool. So I hope to see you back. Take care. Peace.